What up? Welcome to another episode of 94 Feet with Coach JT. Do me a favor, as always, leave a like in the comment section, subscribe to the pod, hit the website, 94FeetWithCoachJT.com. Appreciate y'all tuning in as we continue on this second season. It is that time of year, so definitely this year I'm trying to highlight some of our young talent in Sacramento as well, was give people a platform to kind of show their vocal side, get a little bit out there, show their story, but also as some of our seniors around the area in their basketball court get a chance to kind of, put a light on them this year. So the first guest that I get to have on today is a young associate, young friend of mine, known him for quite some time now. He is a starting point guard at Monterey Trail High School. I would say the back-to-back Metro League champions 2 times in a row. He is currently going to be a senior this year, and I would say they label him as the true point guard still in the area, one of the true point guards still in the area, none other than Derron White. What's up, Derron? How you doing?
Good. How are you? What's going on?
Man, I'm good, man. Appreciate it. Damn, your voice all deep now, man. Good boy. What's up, man? How you doing? What's going on? No, everything is good, man. Just got out the gym today with my guys as well. I know you got the court playing as well today. Really, we can start there real quickly, though. How would the scrimmage go for you just overall? You said I know scrimmages today, got on the court with your guys against some other people. How'd that go for you today, and how are you feeling today?
It was good. We was just working on stuff. We had a scrimmage was really different today. We did 72-72. We did like situational stuff.
Okay.
We was down maybe 5, and then we would have to work our way back up, and then the other team would have to do the same thing. So it was very different today. Worked on different sets, worked on different zones, different offenses, so we can be sharp for the season.
Nice. That's what's up. So let's kind of take it back a little bit, D. Like, you've been at it for a minute now, man. Your senior year, putting a lot of work in. Just overall for yourself, man, the love of the game or of the sport of basketball. How early on would you say you picked that ball, put it in your hands?
I'll say 5. I'll definitely say 5 years old. It was just my parents just said I always had a ball in my hand. First, it was a football.
Okay.
And then it was a basketball. And
Nice.
then parents just put me in CYBL, and then I just loved it ever since.
Nice. Shout out to the mom and pops for putting in early. What about the game of basketball kind of brought that love or that kind of go getter into you that kept you close to it, kept it close to your heart, and kind of just something you wanted to keep pursuing?
Well, basketball is just it's a long journey. So from when I was 5 to now 18, it's taught me all types of discipline, confidence levels. It's taught me everything. Like always have a foundation for yourself. Never give up. All the rules in life you want in real life.
Yeah.
Everything it translates to everything, to school, to basketball, to home, everything, everywhere. So it's taught me a lot of things about how I want to be about myself.
That's what's up. Early on, man, a young age of 5-0, but kind of the guards or players or anybody, who are some of the people you would say you kind of look up to or mimic your game after, always kind of study? Because watching you play, of course, and it has helped to being taught by some right people who kind of mentored you and tutored you also to help your game grow. But who are some people visually you kind of were attached to or like, kind of like, well, I want to do that or move that way or kind of run a team like that as a point guard?
Well, of course, I love Steph Curry. I think all point guards love him, but Jalen Brunson's another great guy. He uses a body a lot at a small guard. Isaiah Thomas, he knows how to utilize his team, like Rajon Rondo, Chris Paul. Just learning from those guys because they use the screen very well, snaking the screen, shooting the pull-ups, throwing lobs. They do all those type of things. Their high IQ is very, very, very high, and I just want to like mimic my game after them because those are great point guards.
Like I said, you can already tell the way your mindset is definitely different of a lot of the young men, ladies we talked to today about that game. However, but the IQ part, what would you say? How did you build that, or kind of watching them, or what kind of work did you put in? Because it's still like a classroom, right? How much time do you put in building or work on the IQ to get better, to make yourself better, one, but as the guard, the coach on the floor, to make guys around you better?
Well, the IQ level really came in just playing with different people. You got to learn how to play with different players, like different teams, different players. It's all it's not always going to be the same. So I had to learn that aspect of even trainers telling me you got to get your IQ up, and because it's always not going to be the same. So I got to rely on my guys to make the right decisions. Rely on my guys that I got to be there for them. Rely on my guys; they're going to make the shot. Like my IQ level just got to be up to par, even with the same guys I have right now and different teammates I'll have in the future.
Nice. How is it early on? I mean, again, knowing that you have like an extension of the coach on the floor, was it difficult for you to put your trust in your teammates, knowing that I gave them the ball, he missed a shot, or do you bounce them back? Do you keep encouraging them, or how do you keep your teammates on the up and up, knowing that you guys need each other? Give and make or miss shot. I know, but sometimes it's not always about making or missing because you can still make winning plays. How do you keep your team engaged and kind of pushing through some adversity sometimes as a lead guard?
Yeah, emotions really run high in this game. Sometimes you can feel yourself like, okay, you need to calm down a little bit. But I know myself. I'll always uplift my guys. If they make a mistake, like, you good, get back on defense, I'll give them dap up. If they, drop a pass, I'll say, look, just get back on defense. Miss a shot, I'll never say nothing about missed shot. Everybody misses shots. Even with myself, I'll tell my coach, yeah, that's my bad. It won't happen again. Like, I try to limit my mistakes as the point guard because I know in the long run, I can't have that happen in the crunch time, because if that happens in crunch time, then it just doesn't make me like a true point guard. I gotta limit my mistakes, get my team involved early so they won't make those mistakes in games.
Nice. How let's say the journey. I know it's been good, but when did you really start? I mean, I know you for quite some time now. You've
Yeah.
been in it, but let's talk. This may say middle school area, like going into middle school. Like, okay, knowing you're gonna make another jump. Like I said, the basketball's getting a little more serious, the travel's getting more serious. Or some things you feel like, nah, I gotta lock this in to be able to get on the court when getting ready for high school. What some things you had to feel like you had to build on and work on to make sure, like, nah, this gonna get me on the court. I gotta be great or not great. Gotta be good at this and consistent.
Yeah. So, well, I don't know if people know, I used to be very chubby, very, very, very chubby. So going into my 7th grade, 8th grade, middle school, I was like, running a lot, with SEALs, up the hills. Then that was during quarantine. So that really helped me a lot, getting uh, up in the morning, getting my shots up outside, running the hills. Like, it really slimmed me down. And then I started lifting a little more. And then I made hoops. I in a circuit made hoops, and that was a whole different experience. Like, that whole middle school, I was like, okay, these guys, like, you'll see these guys later in college. You'll see these guys at a high level. So I knew I had to put in more work, get my shot up quicker, because these guys are way bigger. Learn to shoot the floater, learn to keep my dribble alive. I had to do a lot of extra work, a lot of little things to tweak my game and get it way better.
That's what's up. Hours, right? You say you like people got to put 10,000 hours in it before they perfect their craft, though. What about it drove you to do so, man? Because during quarantine, it really made or break some people early on, right? Some people spent that time where I can stay at home and do online school.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm getting that over with. I'm working out 2-3 times a day, right? So
Yeah.
what was the motivation factor for you? Like, no, okay, I can get this extra work in. Like, what got you going?
My dad was really helping me a lot with that time around quarantine, because quarantine was like, it was a crazy time. Everybody's just stuck in the house, can't really do nothing. But my dad would always motivate me to tell me, hey, you got to do this, you got to do that, keep going. Like, if my dad was just always there to tell me the next step, and always there, and it just became a habit for me. Like, I would start, me and him would just go. He would take me to SEALs. I would start running those hills. He would pick me up, and then whatever I had to do, like later that day, maybe go shoot outside because I know the gyms were closed. He would still take me to that destination. He would always just push me to the next spot.
That's what's up, man. Shout out to Pops, man. Good guy.
Yeah,
I know you see
yeah,
the work ethic along with you, but I think the dope part is too with your dad in general. Like, your little bro do a totally different sport,
yeah. Way
but
different sport.
they out there practicing too and getting
Yeah,
working. I'm like, and little bro is pretty nice too. I'm like,
yeah.
so again, shout out to you guys as brothers working out, but dad is okay doing multiple sports. And I'm like, it shows though, bro. So again, that's what's up.
Mm-hmm.
Middle school time, man, right? What was middle school basketball like for you, man? What school did you go to?
Pickerton, middle school.
So what was that like going through Pinkerton out there in the Elk Grove district? I know those schools loaded, a lot of schools out there. Pinkerton, one
Yeah.
of the better middle schools at sports basketball for sure, like history, legacy though. But what was that experience like for you out there?
Well, I only had a 7th grade year, so that 7th
Mm,
grade year was actually a great year for myself. I don't think I had Khalil Elias. He actually
mm,
moved to
yeah,
Arizona.
tough.
So yeah,
Khalil bouncy right now
yeah,
too.
he tough now. He's really bouncy.
Yeah.
Well, me and him, we would all every game, first game of the season we played Rashawn's team,
Mm-hmm.
and that was Edward Harris, and they were
Mm-hmm.
really good. And our team was going to that game like we already lost, and I'm going in that game like, okay, like this is just basketball. We gotta go in there, have fun. It's still just middle school, and we ended up winning that game. We came out going to a away game, and we won that game. And actually, after that, I actually had practice after that, so I had to balance AAU and middle school basketball, and that also taught me a little more about hard work as well.
Yeah.
But middle school basketball was very fun for me. It was very fun for me.
What gets you going pregame? Even in middle school, I know you've been a point guard too, so I know you got to lock in. What is your kind of routine, or what do you do? Because it's a lot of responsibilities, man. Like I said, and I know I've been coaching. You've been coaching Coach Fields. We're nice. We're tough on our guards, but it's required because a lot goes through the guards, right? But what kind of gets you either pregame amped up or mellowed down, whatever you do before you go? What are you doing?
I don't really have like a preference of songs, but I just have a little playlist I have for before my games, of course. But of course, I'll stretch before. I'm loud. Sometimes I'm really loud with my team, so I'll always just like play around with them, mess with them before a game. But when it's like really time to dial in, I'll get more serious. Let them know like, okay, it's time to go. Like we gotta work out there. We gotta get this win. But I'll always have a little playlist for myself, like going up on the bus, like during the warm up. I always have that ready.
Nice. Man, the last couple of years, we've been blessed to play with some high caliber kids in the area, bro, and be able to get the ball to a lot of guys that can put the ball in the bucket. What is that like to have be tasked with the challenge of really distributing, right? Like I got to make sure, okay, I got guys, but I got other guys too. What is that like? Because you get the first say so, knowing the ball is coming down your hands 85-90% of the time.
Yeah, well, that's first off, like I'm glad my coach trusts me that much to have the ball that much in my hands. And that comes with the big task of taking the right shot, taking the right pass, like I said before, making the right reads. And I'm glad I have this position. I'm glad I'm in this spot because it really gets to showcase what I can do more, how I can shoot. Because last year I was really like more of a pass first guy. I would take my open shots. Obviously, I was shooting a great percentage, but we had a great team last year. We went 27-5. We had Brandon, Demarion, Kentrell, Dave, Rashawn, Ozzy. We had all these type of great players around us that would help us win games. And it was. I'm just glad this year I can distribute more, show everybody what I can do.
That's what's up, man. So, as you get ready to finish this last go round, bro, what are some things that you're really like? Couple, if you have, would like to share any personal goals within team goals as well, man, because I know it's point guard too, but they don't move without you, but also it's some stuff you work on to accomplish yourself, man.
Yeah, so my personal goals last year, I wanted all league, and I got that first team all league. And this year I wanted first team all league as well. If not, well, I wanted MVP, of course. I think everybody wants that. And I know I got to put in way more work to get that MVP spot for all league. I want to average over 16 points this year and five assists. And my team goals, of course, we want to go 12-0 in league like last year, be 3-time league champs, and that goal is section. We ain't never had a section title. We actually won our first playoff game last year, but we ain't never had a section title. So I want to try to get this team from one last year, the section title, like really stamped, like Monterey Trail basketball is like really about it.
Yeah. But this year you go back to the Delta. So now it's like back to that down the street rivalry. Every school is a mile or 2 miles away. So it's going to be turned up. Pretty much every game could be a rivalry game. But what are the two big games that you probably have that are on the schedule? Like, it's going to be just wild, like in the gym, cracking.
Sheldon and Laguna Creek, 100%. Okay. Sheldon, they got Chad. They got all these type of players, Elijah. Elijah coming in from Pleasant Grove. They got a lot of role players. Chad is really he's really coming up. He's really starting to grow into the better player. So it's going to be fun playing him for sure. I used to go to Sheldon my freshman year, so I'm really looking forward to play that game. Laguna Creek, they got Jalen Virgil. He's a upcoming sophomore. He's really good. He had a great freshman year. He's really one of a great player in Sacramento. Definitely look on the lookout for him always. And they got Jordan Boyce. You might not know him, but he's a really good player too. So I'm really excited to play my friends in league, and I know it's going to be a packed crowd. And either way, Sheldon, Laguna Creek is always going to be packed.
Yeah, no Jordan Boyce well. He started off at the K for a minute, but he shifted over, so it's all good. Best of luck to everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Man, before we get out of here, I know just first off, big props to you, man. Way to keep going, stay humble, stay grinding, man. I mean, from day one, that's been in you again. Shout out to mom and dad for paving that way for you, because it's, I mean, and just keep doing what you're doing. I'll say that, man. Keep being respectable, keep working hard, and you know what I'm saying. But I gotta talk once real quick though before we do go. What challenges, man, you may have faced though that you want to share? Because everybody sees the microwavable success and stuff like that, though. It ain't always successful. It ain't always, you know, I mean, good things happening. What is something maybe a trial or tribulation you can maybe talk about that you had to overcome to get where you are right now?
Well, I just always had to let myself know, people had to let myself know I ain't 6 foot. I ain't 6 foot and above. I gotta be perfect. I can't make this mistake. I can't make that mistake. I gotta be perfect. I gotta be perfect with my craft, because the 6'5" guy, 6'5" point guard, he can make as many mistakes as he wants because he's 6'5". Me, I make a mistake, boom, like could possibly get crossed off the list. Bad body language, bad anything. So I had to teach myself how to be calm about those situations. You know, even when I do make a mistake, try to make the best out of it. Try to get the ball back any possible way. Try to play defense 94 feet all the time, because you know you don't want no small guard who doesn't play defense, can't shoot the ball. So I just think I have to be perfect in that aspect. So I always tell myself that you're not 6 feet, you're not 6 feet and over. So
yep, that's what's up. That'll do it. So at the end of every show, though, man, I got to ask my guests, as you know, in basketball, triple threat, dribble, pass, shoot. However, just for you personally, I want your own personal triple threat, right? So 3 things. If a coach is recruiting you, or if somebody having a conversation about Derron, like, okay, these are 3 things I know how Derron get down, or how he moves, how he carries himself. What is your personal triple threat, like how you move through life, or how you navigate this space right now? So you can let everybody know right now what shows you, what is instilled in you. 3 things.
Oh, well, I know myself like people better than anybody. So sometimes I may seem outgoing, but I'm very shy. I'm always in like my coming out my comfort zone. I'm learning to come out my comfort zone as well, because, you know, I'm a point guard, got to talk, got to be loud. If you get to know me, I feel like I'm very, very great person to be around. You know, I'll make jokes, you know, I think I got a great sense of humor. So, and the last one is, I think I got a lot of confidence in myself, because, you know, you got to have confidence in this world. You can't go in this world, you can't go on the court with no confidence, because you're not going to really make it nowhere. You're not going to be able to do something. I feel like if you have a lot of confidence and like going to anything in life, like whether that be school, getting a job, going on the court, you'll be successful. You'll most likely be successful.
That's what's up, man. You heard it here first from the All League PG last year, working on that again this year. Starting point guard at Monterey Trail High School. You want to shout in your teammates out and your players, get it out there right now. You know, they go see it. Everybody
yeah.
run.
Rashawn Engelman, I feel like very underrated. Like I realize I do get a lot of recognition. You know, I get tons of recognition throughout the city, much love, but I feel like Rashawn Engelman is very underrated. He's really under the radar. He's definitely one of the best shooters, if not the best shooter in the city.
He can light it up.
Yeah, he very shifty. People may not know he doesn't just shoot; he's very shifty, great playmaker. So I just want to shout Rashawn out, because I feel like he's very underrated. Zeal Ozzy, you know, he's 6'5" wing. You know, he's very, very very quiet, but I feel like he got so much athleticism, and his ceiling is through the roof. And Dev, of course, upcoming freshman. So picked up 2 offers already, and I'm proud of him.
Yeah.
You know, I'm happy that he's with our roster, and I'm excited to see what he does in the season as well.
That's what's up, man. Man, best of luck. Always pleasure watching you play, coaching against you, all that, seeing we do what you do. Best of luck handling your business, man. One game at a time, one day at a time, man. And let the cards fall how they may, man. You know, I'll be definitely watching it, man. All right, y'all heard it here first, man. With the point guard, the real PG, Derron White, here on 94 Feet with Coach JT. We out.
Yep. Peace.
We good.